my name's Diana. I've played a few of these games before. I've won one of them in the past. So I'm a little bit nervous that people will be seeing me as a threat. But I'm super excited to play this new format.
This is my first time ever playing, so it's nerve-wracking, but I'm really excited.
I feel like I have no idea what I've signed myself up for at all.
I know a lot of the people here, and even so, I still feel like I have no idea what I'm about to walk into.
Welcome to the first ever season of Fight or Flight. For those of you wondering what it is exactly that you signed up for, Fight or Flight is a reality web series competition where contestants are going to be given this or that options each round. One option is going to represent fight, which is going to be a high risk, high reward option. The other is going to be flight, low risk, low reward. Each round of the competition, a player will be eliminated until we have a winner.
I'm looking around at all these gorgeous faces, and I'm definitely wondering who's going to be a threat and who's going to be the first to go.
My goal was to be the most beautiful person in the room, and I feel that I achieved that. Obviously, I was scoping out to see what the other players looked like, who I thought was going to be competition, but I knew they were all thinking that I was going to be competition.
I'm really excited to see all the members of the cast. Like, a lot of them I know. I've played other games with them before, so I kind of already know a little bit of their strategy, so I'm keeping that in mind. And there's a couple of people that I don't know that well, so that's always a little bit scary for me because you never know if they're going to like float through the game, if they're going to be a snake, or if you want to just get them out first.
Before we jump into the competition, I wanted to offer you all a chance to get to know each other a little bit. While I do know some of you already know each other, this may be a good time to meet someone new and start scoping out who your competition is. That being said, I created random groups each of you will be required to meet with.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello.
I have not used Skype in so long.
Yeah, definitely bringing me back to like 7th grade vibes, you know, just like.
I've used Skype since middle school, so this is extremely jarring.
And action.
What? Talking strategy, do you guys have, what's the strategy you're comfortable sharing with the group?
She wanted to know all the info from the beginning, and I really love that about her. She just wanted to know the tea. But I talk a lot, and I'm just nervous that people will see that as like, oh, is he like talking like shit or a tea or something? And I'm like, no, I just talk.
I think I have the opposite issue. Like, if I'm in like a larger group of people, I really like to listen. So sometimes I won't say anything.
I'm wary of Wendy. She and I have played games together a couple of times before, and she always manages to kind of fly under the radar, be the quiet person. I'm going to call it. Wendy's going to get all the like day questions, all the little details that we're all going to miss. Wendy's going to get them. And I have a feeling that's going to be her strategy for this game too. So I'm definitely watching her.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you. I was having some technical difficulties, but we're here now.
Ayana and I are really good friends. We know each other outside of the game. Fingers crossed for an alliance.
Have we been like, okay, this is an alliance now? Or have we not said that?
I think we've been very demure and like very like.
Yeah.
Okay, hi everyone.
When I first entered my group, I was really happy to see Noah because I knew I could connect right away. Noah, we met before.
Yes.
We did that. We did the reading together.
Exactly. I saw your face on the thing and I was like, oh, Owen will be here. That's fun. Owen, I really barely know coming into this. I don't know. Fine energy. Interesting person, but not too much to relate there.
Are you guys excited for the game? Does anyone already have a strategy or anyone want to trash talk?
Well, I would have a strategy if I understood it in the slightest.
I know Claire, so I'm always down to work with her, but I've always gotten kind of funky vibes from her as well, in that like 1 minute Claire is on and then the next minute Claire is somewhere else, and she can't always be trusted.
Where you guys?
God, so yes, how's everyone doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
This group is kind of awkward.
Really awkward?
The most awkward conversation that could have happened. We just all sat there being like,
appeared on my
Everybody
screen.
listen to Folklore and Evermore by Taylor Swift.
I see you repping Taylor behind you.
I am. I've got Reputation and Folklore up right now, my current rotation.
The group's a little bit muted, and I'm trying to make conversation, but I feel like I might not be giving off the best impression of myself.
I literally I always hope during work someone's gonna comment on them, but no one ever does, which is how I know that I'm surrounded by straight people at all times. It's horrible.
It was just uncomfortable.
I'm a little apprehensive about the people in this group. I don't know if we're gonna vibe.
I think I really vibed with Joe and Tegan and Andres the most. Have any of you guys done this sort of thing before? Yeah, you've played.
Yeah, I've played a couple times.
Yeah.
So has Joe.
Yeah, all three of us have.
Joe has been a rival of mine in the past. I'm definitely willing to leave it in the past, but we'll see.
I work with Jasmine, and she was like, "Do you want to do this?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh my God, I'm only 29 years old, and I feel so old. So you all went to NYU together?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
We did.
I'm looking around and realize everyone knows each other except for me. So that's kind of scary. I'm an old fart. I work with Anthony.
Oh, amazing. And
Yeah.
Callie, she seems like fresh-faced and new. I really don't know what to make of her yet.
Yeah.
And
I took this chair from work, and I don't plan on giving it
chair.
I have literally nothing from work. Everything I have, I bought myself, and it didn't get reimbursed. When I'm uncomfortable, I just sing what I'm feeling.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
Somebody has to go today and nobody knows what we're doing, so it could be any of us.
You're that scary.
Ayana's getting right to the point, asking about strategy, how we're feeling, this and that.
Does anybody have any idea of any kind of strategy yet?
Well, the problem I was thinking is that I don't know what's happening, so it's hard to make a strategy. That's
Right.
what I put in my little introduction video too. I'm like, I don't know what's going on, so I'm just gonna do whatever.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's my strategy to make you think that.
Oh.
You never know.
Somehow we kind of get to Joe and Owen and Windows, and it's a lot of fun.
Me and Joe really became friends.
I'm from Long Island, but I'm currently in Brooklyn.
I'm in Brooklyn too right now.
So we're sitting there, and I am just like, I'm not gonna like this guy. But then he started talking, and we realized we actually live really close to each other.
Oh my gosh, that's actually so close. We had this little bit where I opened my window and he opened his, and I tried to scream as loud as I could out my window and see if he could hear it.
Just scream at the top of your lungs.
Don't miss it, Joe. Don't miss it.
Are you ready?
Stop.
Okay, go for it, Miss Girl.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah!
Unfortunately, I did not hear a peep.
He didn't, but we got to connect in that call.
Have you ever played one of these games before?
No, this is brand new for me, so I'm very excited.
She seems so sweet and so nice, but that's actually kind of threatening. Do you guys have a strategy for the game?
Personally, I'm really torn between fight and flight. So I don't know yet.
That's one of those classic ones, man. You're like, should I fight? Should I fight?
I am vibing with Claire, and Callie seems nice, and Wendy is definitely a joy. She's very funny and also revealing a lot about herself.
I'm usually at my boyfriend's place, and that's in Bushwick. But right now, I'm in Bed-Stuy because he doesn't want to listen to me do this. He actually hates me when I do stuff like this. The last game that I participated in with Anthony, like he couldn't stand it. He was like, "When are you done?"
So have all three of you done one of these games before?
Yeah, I think all three of us have.
I think the first one's the most fun, Callie. I think you're in for a good time.
I actually know Callie. Out of all the contestants in this game, I probably know her the best because I actually work with her. And because I know her and I know that we get along well, I knew that I wanted to form an alliance with her.
How's everyone doing?
As soon as I got in there, I was just like, wow, this is like a really good vibe. I want to talk to these people more. Doing good. How are you?
Just vibing. You know, I'm so mad about Skype because, you know, on Zoom, you can like beautify yourself a little bit. Like you can like turn up to like make me beautiful. It's basically just like a blur filter. I'm like, I need that energy on Skype.
This group, I'm already feeling better about. I'm loving the energy from my gays. I'm always feeling hyped up around them. I'm feeling there may be some allies in this room for me.
And I love, of course, the little tree you've got going on in the background, little decorative tree.
I instantly realized that I knew Tegan from the real world. Tegan, are you close or like family with Emma?
Yes, she's my sister.
I went to college with her sister. I recognize her from being in the audience of shows and meeting her a few times.
Wait, literally? Shut the fuck up. No, ma'am.
So we got that out of the way. And so it's nice to know I kind of have an alliance per se with someone from the real world.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh, well, it's nice to see you.
I just got the surgery a week ago.
My fun fact is I'm coming at you from ankle surgery recovery.
I didn't do anything except like sit here on my couch and watch like endless TV because that's all I've been able to do for the last week.
Yeah, now we get to be the TV.
Thank God.
I feel like Noah is just a sweetheart, and I'm really hoping that we get along and we can form some kind of alliance or something maybe later down the line.
I love the pink. It looks fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I just kind of was like, this is what I'm feeling, and I really like it, and I'm sticking with it for a while.
Yeah, see, I've done the other thing. I've been through like 4 hair colors since the start of quarantine. So I like started, I'm like a natural brunette, and then I went red and then blue and then like purple and then blue.
He's very talkative, I realized. So it'll be interesting to see if our paths cross well or if they don't cross well. My strategy is just to be nice, be civil,
exactly.
friends, and hope to stick around for a little bit.
Yeah. Matt is really buddy-buddy, but there's something behind his eyes that I don't really know if I can trust.
But also that could very easily be something a snake would say.
Oh, do not pinpoint that on me.
And Ayana, I just have no idea. Can't get any sort of read off of her.
I don't know. I'm pretty boring. I got married a few months ago.
What?
I
Boring. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I've known him since I was like 6, so we're very, very close. Obviously, since we got married. I digress.
I almost got married last summer, or actually 2 summers ago now. She said she wanted to be like a citizen in this country. And so I thought, well, if you're going to stay here long term, you know, like we live together, we're like business partners together, basically, like let's get married. She eventually decided that the process would be too difficult and she wanted to be more cosmopolitan. She wanted to travel and shit. So we ended up not getting married. Anyway, I was like, I don't know. I felt a little rejected. Like, even though like we weren't like marrying for love, I was still like, oh, you're turning down my proposal. Like, okay.
I said, this is bringing me back very 7th grade vibes. This is very like,
It's
I feel like this
giving
should be my
that.
profile in black and white. Like,
This is my favorite group of all.
these are my girls. Even though Tegan and I haven't met before, I can tell that she and I are going to get along super well. So I figure this might be the perfect place to start an alliance.
So, do you guys have any enemies yet, or anyone you are like, oh, they should be the first boot? I just really don't want to be voted out first, so I'm trying to figure out what the vibe is of this group.
I will say, Claire is someone that I definitely have an eye out for in this competition. We've played in a game before in the past, and I feel that she's a very strong competitor. I definitely want her to be on my side. I'd love to have her as an ally, but if she doesn't want to be my ally, I think she just might be my enemy.
I really respect Tegan, and I'm super excited to play with them. She's so charismatic and like pretty and good at talking to people. I'm really excited to play the game, and I hope that we work together.
You know, I always like to eliminate the straight men first, but I don't know if we've got any in this gang. I'm a little
Maybe
disappointed
Owen.
because they're easy targets.
I can't tell. I can't. Sorry,
Maybe
not
Here's
a
the thing. Owen isn't. Owen, he has to be gay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The way he introduced himself, there was too much like life and personality. You know what I mean? Like he was a bit too excited to be in a room full of like women and gays. So like, you know.
Yeah, totally.
So I'm glad you all got the chance to get to know each other a little bit, but I think we should just get started with the actual game. So we're going to jump right into our first competition of the season. This competition will be for a power that may prove to be incredibly valuable to you over the course of this game.
I see quick math, and that's one of my strong suits.
I'm a math major, so this is my game.
Well, Matt's not winning this competition.
I don't think I would be an executive assistant right now if I was good at math, because I would fucking take the GRE and go to grad school.
Hello, bimbo. This ain't gonna work.
So this competition is called Quick Math, and here's how it'll work. Each round of this game, you will be shown a math problem. As soon as you have solved the equation, private message me your answer. The first 3 people to submit the correct answer will get a point. The winner of the competition's identity will be kept a secret, and they will be privately informed of the power they just won. This week's Fight or Flight will test your gut instincts and first impressions starting off the game, asking you to choose between power and safety. Don't want to be the first person out? This could be a good way for you to guarantee that it won't be you. That being said, the choice is yours. You can fight for power or opt out for safety. As I said, each of you will be competing for a secret power in the game. There are 5 safety spots that can be claimed throughout this competition. In order to choose safety, you will need to accrue 2 points. You won't know if the 5 spots have been claimed or not when you are opting out, meaning if you are the 6th person to choose flight, you will not get safety and will be ineligible for the power.
Going into this competition, I want to go for the power, but I'm a little worried about how my first car went, so I'm kind of thinking it might be good to go for the safety, just because I already think I might have votes against me.
I'm planning to run in here and fight with my all because I think I can make it to 5.
Because I knew some of the people that were in that room, I was cautious that they would know more about how well I would do, or if I was going to fake it.
Your first question is?
I like had a whole notebook set up. I'm thinking that Anthony's about to hit us with some like algebra.
Round 2.
I know what 15 divided by 3 is, but like my reaction time was off, and so I thought I was getting all of them really quickly, and I did not get a single point.
I'm feeling really good. If I can get this next one, then I'm going to keep going. If not, then I've got to stop. Okay, 3 points. I think that means that I've just got to go for it.
I have 2 points now. I have the option to flight. I'm not going for it. I really think I can make it to 5 here.
So I get 1 point on the board, and I feel like, okay, things are starting to go my way. These math problems are so easy that, like, there's no way I'm not going to get another point.
I chose flight immediately.
And at this point, I'm not going to get the power, so I might as well try to go for the safety.
I speed through typing my answer out. I send it in and immediately realize I do not have the right answer. I was feeling good, but now I know there have been a couple of rounds where I have not gotten points and someone else who's doing a little better than I am could come through and steal this 5-point power from me.
Finally, like apparently everyone's a secret math genius. We're like 6 questions in and I just got my first point, so it's clear that I'm probably not going to win the fight. But if I can save myself, I'm going to do it.
I decide to change my strategy. I am going to jump right in here and I'm pulling flight. I want to get out of here and keep my ass safe.
So when I get my second point, I kind of feel like I totally could have gotten the earlier ones. I just have been kind of in my own head. And I realized I could get a safety, but I'm just so dang competitive. I want to go for the 5.
I get my second point. I'm done. I'm calling it flight.
I decided to choose flight because I felt that I wanted to secure safety for myself. If it was at all a possibility, I wanted it.
Okay, everyone, a winner has been crowned.
I won! I have no idea what this power is, but I feel like it's just going to be a really good thing. Congratulations, you have won the boarding pass. The power of the boarding pass will not be revealed until Final 4, but should this power still be in your possession at that time, it will certainly come in handy. However, should you be eliminated prior to the Final 4, you must choose a player still in the competition to inherit this power. Okay.
The results are in. As you can see here, Andres, Andy, Noah, Anna, and Jasmine have all chose flight and will be safe for the week.
I'm absolutely relieved. I plan to fight, but I plan to fight in the future, and I want to secure a place for myself in the future.
I'm feeling like I want to talk to specifically others who are safe with me. It just felt like a group to gravitate toward.
My immediate thought was we all need to get in a room together and try and form a block.
Anyone who's not in that safety box is up for elimination. Good luck, everyone.
Immediately, I want to talk to Claire. I feel that she's a strong competitor who definitely can sway other folks' opinions. So I want to know where her mind is and make sure that my name doesn't wind up on the list of people who could go home.
I feel like we were chatting earlier about, we think Owen, he might be gay, but there was reasonable doubt. So maybe not reasonable, but there was doubt. And, I have to say, if someone's going to go tonight, I'd want it to be a man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's very part of, like, my strategy with this game. I'm like, let's keep the women together and strong. So, I
think that was a genius idea. So Tegan has the phenomenal idea that if we're going to send someone home, it might as well be a man. So we're thinking Owen, just because one, no one really knows him that well. And we also think that he might be straight. And, no offense to straight men, but gotta go.
Yeah, I feel bad I was in a group with Owen. He's a nice guy, but it's a nice strategy.
Owen felt very much we don't know. We're feeling a little problematic that, okay, why are we doing it based on this? But also, this is one way to do it. It feels a little bit neutral.
It's a move.
Okay,
that I'm
so
with.
sorry. Can I just play devil's advocate? So I like all of you guys. I hope we get to the end together. We all have really strong personalities, so I feel like if any of us got to the end with Owen, we'd win because we just have stronger personalities. So I'm wondering.
But that's how floaters get you. That's how floaters get you. They get through every round by people being like, oh yeah, but I'll beat them in the end. And then the end comes and it's just them.
It's always the quiet one.
You're right. Okay, then I'm into it. That's fine.
That's how Wendy's gonna try to do. I've played a couple games with Wendy before, and she did the same thing she did before in the little meeting. She was like, I don't want to go home on the first night. I've had a bad day, and I was like, I've heard that one before.
Okay, so if we all think Owen, should we go distribute this to other?
I was just gonna say, I think we should go.
Let's go spread the word.
Joe was the first call that I received during deliberations. So that's a big check mark in my book.
I thought to call Owen because I was like, I don't think anyone knows him. How you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I knew I was going to be up for elimination as soon as they said it was a math thing.
Yeah, I'm really repping the bimbo.
Right, exactly. I'm curious as to why you messaged me first.
I don't know, because you're nearby. I was like, I got a good vibe off of you. I was like, we're right down the street.
I have no idea who I'm voting for.
Well, I could just say I feel good with the two of you.
I do too.
I hope y'all
Yeah.
don't. Ayana, you know you can trust me.
I've worked with Joe in the past, and I know that he is a phenomenal competitor. So there are pros and cons to working with him, because he can, if you work very closely with him, he can be loyal and he can take you further in the game. However, he can also be very sneaky. Yeah, I definitely will keep you guys out of it. Do we have any targets though? Are we like seeing anybody as a threat?
Well, we were thinking previously that neither of us spoke to Callie, so it's kind of like easiest rip the Band-Aid off kind of thing since we didn't get to meet her. I threw her name out there because I just never got to meet her. I didn't get an impression, so it was easier. It was less personal.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against that. She seems like she would have a pretty good social game. I say I'm going to go with Callie, even though I'm not sure that that's what necessarily will be best for my game.
You know, I turn to this group that are safe this week because I know we're all going to have targets on our back, so that feels like a great place to start.
Hi, guys.
This is the flight crew.
Flight crew.
But of that group, Andres is the one that I'm feeling closest to, the one that I really want to stick with.
I think we're all talking about how we should vote for the same person. Is that
Yeah.
right?
But unconfirmed as to who that is as of this moment.
I was just gathered with one of my cars, and you know, somebody raised the kind of strategy of going for men first, specifically ostensibly straight men. This
There's a
led
straight
us.
person here.
Right.
Yeah,
So that
where?
was the question, right? That's like what we just ultimately we didn't know about Owen, and so basically
Owen is gay, for the record. Like, I can confirm that. Gives straight energy, but like is definitely.
You guys have
not
been to Fire
straight.
Island together.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No one is calling me, and I do not know what to do. I think everyone is saying Matt should go. That's what's happening in all those meetings. However, I knew I had to step up, so I decided to make a call.
I'm going to be upfront with you and
Yeah.
say that, like, you know, at the end of the day, like, I am all about female supremacy. And so I want a man to go home first. But, you know, my preference would always be a straight man. That being said, I don't think that there was anyone in the mix. So my group, we were chatting about Owen.
I'm liking what they have to say so far because they are saying, yeah, I think Owen. I feel the same way in just how I watch reality television.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it. I always want the straight white man to leave first. And if not, the white man. And I know I'm part of that small little group. So I just don't want it to be me.
No, but that's real. And I feel like you got personality. And I'm all about, like, let's play a fun game. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I'm
I want to
saying.
play a fun game.
I feel that. I mean, with Owen, I was in like the third car with him, like the third round, and so it was good. I actually like completely did not recognize him, of course, because white man. But I've actually played a previous game before with him, but like definitely not that memorable. He's really nice. Like I love that. Like want to be his friend. But do I want to play this game with him? I don't know.
Congrats on your safety. Girl, you're better than me. I sat there not knowing how to answer a single fucking question.
I sat there, I was like,
Like that's me with like Murder Mystery Party on Jackbox. Like if we're playing it and it's math, I can never. I'm always the bottom. I just like can't go that fast.
Yeah.
I can't even go slow when it comes to math. I'm sitting here like carry the one. Jesus Christ, it was embarrassing.
I don't know who to pick. I don't know. You tell me who to vote for.
Oh, wait, did someone say
I think
my
we can
name?
get a bunch of people. No, no.
Oh, okay,
definitely
cool.
not.
Basically, I just talked to a few people and they're all voting Owen.
Yeah, I heard Owen from Jasmine too, but that's because everyone thinks that he's straight, but he's not.
Do you have another idea though?
I honestly was thinking Tegan or Joe.
I know Joe from a previous game. He won. Did he deserve to? Jury's out. Later, I played another game with him with my boyfriend, whom I love very much. And actually, I don't think Joe knew that I was listening in on a conversation, but I was. And he called my boyfriend. He said that he makes his spine chill. Just something very rude. And my boyfriend is not very spine chilling. And then from that point forward, Joe became my enemy. I would vote for Joe, but I would not vote for Tegan. I really like Tegan, so.
Okay, I like Tegan too, but Tegan, I had a call with Tegan and Joe at my first car, and it was like the most awkward call ever.
Yeah, that's because Joe's bad vibes, but Tegan, like, I'm like, okay, whatever, we're probably gonna play this game for like a few weeks or maybe even a month. I would rather play with Tegan than like
You're
play
right,
with
you're
Joe.
right, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start putting Joe's name out there, and then just see what happens.
They are throwing out Callie's name, and I am cautious because she was in my first car and I kind of liked her. I had a really good impression of her. My impression of Callie, I was in like one of the cars with her and she's sweet. Like I want her friend, but like
exactly
the same vibe. Like I don't know if I want to necessarily like play the game with her.
So I'm in a room that happens to be all men and I am wanting to work with all of the women.
Have you heard any other names being passed around in your other various groups?
I hear boys are being they want the boys to go. It was just really a blend of everyone. So I don't really know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, we're thinking Callie mostly because none of us know her, so it's kind of easier to rip off the Band-Aid like that.
I feel very comfortable with Callie, and now I'm hearing her name said out loud to get eliminated.
At this point, I don't know Callie either, so I'm okay with it.
6 would unless another like 8 get together and vote someone else. 6 would probably be a pretty solid majority, but
you technically need 9.
Yeah.
And we were
Unless
7.
you want to spin the wheel.
And we were 7, so.
So I don't know if you're not aligned with anyone yet.
I am with one person.
Oh, who?
Wendy.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so I've heard Joe and Owen. The plan is a bunch of people said Owen's name really early, but then I think people decided that maybe it's better to get Joe out.
I mean, I'm down with that.
Yeah, I haven't heard anyone say you is
yeah. I'm just like, I don't know how Skype works.
I always feel bad immediately just picking the one person who's the person who knows literally Anthony, and that's it.
I asked them why they think Callie is up for elimination, and they say it's because she's a work friend of Anthony's and she's older.
She's like, I'm 29, I feel ancient compared to everybody else here.
Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, a lot of those categories also fit me. I'm a work friend of Jasmine's. I'm 27, which to all the rest of the players is like a grandma, and I don't know anyone. So I don't know why my name's not being thrown around. Maybe they're not telling me. So don't eliminate me, okay?
Why would I ever do that? I'm out here trying to campaign for Owen to get eliminated, which I don't even feel that strongly about. He's a nice dude. It's more of a I won't lie, Sarah. I feel like I can comfortably speak with you. I feel that you and I can we say, do you want to be in an alliance with me?
Yes.
Okay, fabulous, great. Let me confirm that first, not making assumptions.
Everyone's been saying Owen's name, and I feel so bad.
I know. I know. Someone needs to tell him to out himself. I started hearing Owen's name a lot, and so I thought it probably wasn't smart to keep pushing for Joe or Tegan.
But truly, that's...
Come out as gay right now. Just randomly say it in the
but
chat.
Also, maybe we shouldn't, because it's an easy vote.
Nothing against Owen. He seems great. But we just need to get the ball rolling. The first week's always going to be awkward when we're kicking someone out.
I definitely feel like I need to make connections with the other players besides Jasmine because I don't know anyone, and I think a lot of the other players know each other.
What are we hearing?
We were just saying we've been hearing Owen.
Yeah.
Oh, who have we been hearing that from?
I was in 2 groups actually where I heard that from.
I was in one other group besides this.
Why were they saying
What
Owen?
did I think we were just saying, I was just hearing it was like, at this point it's tough to say because it's the very beginning, but we want it to be a man who goes home first. And we want to keep, the people who seem like they're really going to bring a lot of energy and excitement to the game in.
I've heard 2 names. I've heard yours and I've heard Callie's.
Who's yours? Tegan.
Tegan's.
Yeah. Apparently, my name has been brought up in another group, and that makes me really uneasy.
And then I was in a group with about like 7 people, and they were saying Callie just because a bunch of them like didn't end up with her in a breakout room.
Yeah.
I will do anything as long as it is not Joe. As long as it is not my name, I do not care.
Joe, I'll definitely not vote for you if you don't vote for me.
Yeah,
And Sarah, you're up for elimination too, aren't you?
Yeah, I like both of your vibes. Again, not a lot to go off of, but I feel pretty good about just voting Owen the heck out of here.
Yeah,
Sorry, Owen,
I think
someone's gotta go.
I know, I feel so bad, but it's like, someone does have to go. It's the first round.
I just really hope it's not me. Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
And yeah, so there are a lot of them are saying Callie right now, so I don't know what to
Wait,
do.
are you
I don't know what to think.
serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Should I name names?
She's so
Am I
nice.
naming names now?
No, that's cool. Okay, so I was talking to Tegan, Jasmine, and CJ, and we were
Okay.
all like, let's vote Owen. And so then we were like, oh, let's go tell everybody to go vote Owen. So then I spoke to Andres, and he was like, I kind of don't want to vote Owen. I kind of want to vote Joe. So then
Okay.
we were like, okay, maybe
Tegan's
we'll
name
vote.
also got thrown out.
Okay, that's so fucked up. No one should vote Tegan. That's like actually fucked up.
So you come here to play, so don't get all of the best players out early because you're scared, because then you're going to have a horrible game. And so if you actually think that you're a strong player, you're a strong competitor, and you want to win, then you actually need to play. Tegan is so smart and so cool, and so to get somebody like that out early, I think is just fear.
We should be voting out people like Joe, who's mean. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I think I'm gonna vote Joe, and then if it's a split vote, vote Owen. But I was hearing Owen and Joe. But that's interesting
Oh,
that the
boy.
guys want to vote Callie. That's so sad. That's really fucked up.
So then I called Tegan because we never got to chat, and I thought we would hit it off because, hey.
Hi.
First of all, I got a great energy off of you. I was hoping to meet you in one of the rooms.
We had not had a chance to speak, so I'm talking to him for the first time right now. And immediately, I'm getting a pretty good vibe. So I'm starting to second guess. Is he the right person to go home tonight?
In the other group I was in, your name was thrown out. I'll tell you that right now.
Your name was thrown out in another group that I was in.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the reason?
I think everyone was just unsure at the moment because it's just so the beginning. And the group that I was in initially, they just said that they didn't have you in any of the groups, any of their small groups.
I missed a
and
lot
also,
of
I know, right? Weird. And also that, like, I know that there was talks that, like, we wanted a man to go first. But I know that there's a few options to choose from. So I also heard Matt and I heard Joe as well. Where did you hear my name from?
One of the people from the safe group came in and said that your name was thrown out in the group of safe people.
He tells me that the group of safe people were saying that I might be on the chopping block.
Everybody wants to gang up on the pretty girl. I get it.
That's
I get it. It's a burden. It's a burden.
I start to think, you know what? Maybe I need him on my side tonight.
Who are you thinking of voting for?
Well, in our other group, we were talking about Callie.
I thought she seemed really sweet when we first joined the call, but she wasn't in one of my small groups, so I don't have any connection to her. Owen tells me that a large group of people want to vote for Callie, and I want to make sure that he doesn't vote me to go home.
Work, then. I mean, I won't vote for you if you don't vote for me, then.
I would never. I can tell we're going to be besties.
Okay, see, that's what I like to hear. I think so too. So I think, unfortunately, Callie, it is.
So because we had a good conversation, I decide to vote for Callie. And I go back to some of my other groups to share this news with them.
So my last group I was in, it was like all of the boys and Ayana, and they said you.
Damn it. I knew it. My stomach just drops because I knew it, but didn't want to know it.
It's a small group, and I know I'm not for it. I know Sebastian's not for it. I know Andreas isn't for it.
Oh my God, why didn't I just go for it? I could have just said flight right there and been totally fine.
Ayana, the only group that I talked to you in was the one that included Owen. And so that one seemed very Callie heavy, but every other group that I've been in seems to be pretty Owen heavy.
The only reason that group wasn't Owen heavy was because Owen was in it.
Right,
So people were leaning more towards Callie. Yeah. But I think the general consensus is Owen right now.
A lot of reassuring me though that it's totally okay, that people want me to stick around. They don't know me as well, so they want to see how I play. But I really don't know if I trust that. And
It might end up being a half and half kind of vote, but if we were the ones to break the tie, which way would we go?
Owen's name is in the air. Callie's is as well. I'm feeling very conflicted. They're both cool. I don't feel inclined toward either. Both of them felt like neutral options to go home.
Callie gives me the vibes she's a full working woman. I want to pick I want to see what she does.
A full working woman.
I want to give Callie a chance to play the game.
Yes.
I think maybe she does have some tricks up her sleeve.
I'm struggling because it's true, as of right now, I want to hang out with Owen, but that's not how you play a game.
It's so funny he's your coworker and you play these games. I feel like if I played this with any of my coworkers, it would make our relationship very fraught, but that's so funny.
Yeah. Did you know that Callie is also my coworker?
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I
I
hope
know.
she doesn't get voted out. I think she's going to.
No, I hope she doesn't get voted off too. She's one of the few people on this call that I'm pretty close to, and I don't know. I don't want a friendly face to go away.
And I'm really nervous about this because I formed a pact with Callie, and I really do not want her to go home yet.
I really hope she doesn't get voted off.
So you're gonna vote Owen?
Yeah, I'm gonna vote Owen.
Okay.
Just because I've been hearing his name the most.
I knew going into this game I wanted to sit him down and be like, it would honestly be a very good idea if the two of us worked together because I want to see it coming. I think everyone would be like, Andres and Joe, the rivalry tales all the time. I have literally no interest in coming after you.
Okay, me neither. Well, I will just say that when we first started these chats, I was like, I don't know, maybe Tegan or Joe, because that first call I was on was really awkward. But then nobody bit.
Every girl I've talked to has been like, we want to get the boys out of here. And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I'm not going to lie.
First, I heard that my name had been thrown around
You're not
in
safe.
the safe group. Andy, no press. I know you were a part of that, but it's no tea. You don't need to confirm or deny anything. But I heard from two groups that I was in that my name was thrown around, and I was like, I get it.
Wait, that we said your name?
Yes, I heard in the group.
That is false.
Really?
Lies have already been shared.
We never said your name. I will say that right now.
Actually, Owen got in touch with me, and we chatted a bit. He was very sweet, and it kind of changed my mind a little bit. And he was also saying that it seems like the votes are stacking up against Callie. And wow, I'd love to see a man go first. When there's no straight man, the lines are blurred.
The reception to voting Callie to go home was a little bit mixed.
Honestly, Tegan, you kind of got me on board with Owen. I am leaning Owen versus the two.
Some people that I had spoken to previously were very set on voting for Owen.
I've been talking to Callie more, she hopped on to, so I'm kind of teetering on Owen, but I do, he's very sweet.
I think overall, I might have convinced a few of the people that I talked to, but at the end of the day, I can't say who it's going to be tonight.
How are you feeling about this?
I'm feeling 50-50 because I know my name was thrown out in some other groups because they want a man to go home first. And
Yeah, you're enemy number one because people think you're straight. So if you're
Really?
not, I would really clear the air. Yeah. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I thought you knew that.
I think it's because I made a comment about going to the gym earlier. Last week, I did a personal training session at the gym for the first time ever and then threw up in the trash can right outside the gym entrance. Wait, can I message the whole group and say I'm gay?
I mean, you could. You should probably try and do it on camera. I'm just telling you because I would want to know. But then I've also heard people are saying Callie. I think it's really a coin flip between you two. So.
Well, I'd hate to go.
I don't want you to go either. I don't want anyone to go. I thought everyone was gonna get to stay in at least the first day.
I think Callie's the best bet. TBH.
Like, why though? I just don't
because
care.
I don't know her at all, and
What's up?
I don't know her at all, and I never got to talk to her.
So let's try and turn it. Let's see what we can do. Campaign. Tell people you're not straight. That's really important.
I will.
Okay.
Okay, welcome to our first elimination of this season. How's everyone feeling? Matt, I saw your hands go up. What's that?
Just always the nerves. You never want to go home first. So it's just that.
Absolutely. Is anyone worried that it may be them tonight, just by a show of hands? Owen, Tegan, Callie, Joe. Does anyone want to speak on that?
I'd love to say something if I could.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd like to say that I'm a homosexual. This may turn the tide in my favor. I'm willing to suck a dick on cam if you guys need me to prove it.
Putting on that wig, I'm living.
Owen's reveal was really iconic, and it was also very pertinent information for me personally.
I think that's all.
Great. Does anyone have anything to say to follow that? I need to let these people know that I'm someone who belongs in this competition. You know, I'll speak, and I'll just say that, look, in my life, I've known struggle, okay? Being the pretty girl has always given me haters, and it's something I've learned to live with, and I hope that tonight you can all sympathize with me because I'm more than just a pretty face, okay? I'm also a pretty soul. Thank you. I really wanted to just clear the air and let everyone here know that not only am I going to be a great competitor, but I'm also a lot of fun. And that anything I say that might sound a little bitchy, it's all in good fun.
I would like to add that I just think everyone in this room is a beautiful, perfect human being. And it has been such a pleasure to get to know you. And I just love each and every one of you so much. Even if we haven't talked one-on-one, I just can see through into your soul, into your heart. And I know that what is there is good. And I want to try to lift that up as much as I possibly can in this game. So thank you all so much. There were a lot of people who hadn't spoken to me at all, and just being able to hear me a little bit, I'm hoping that it gave people the benefit of the doubt.
Callie sort of went with the sort of live, laugh, love approach, and she said, even if I haven't met you, I love you. And, you know, if I wasn't going to vote for her before, that's sort of what solidified it for me, because I don't want that sort of fake love thing going on. That makes me feel she's untrustworthy.
So someone won a power at the start of this round. The choice was power, safety. Does anyone have any ideas of who may have that power, what that power may be, and is anyone worried it may come into play tonight?
The only power I can think of is if they have like a double vote or something. Like their vote, it means ×2, ×3. That's all. But it wasn't me. I'm no math whiz, so I majored in theater.
Sebastian, what's your power?
What?
He's really smart, and also I was watching him and I could tell he was fake doing math. And at the end of the challenge, everyone else was sad or upset except for the people who had safety, and Sebastian, who seemed perfectly happy, like he was having a wonderful day.
I think you have the power.
No, I do not.
Okay.
He was like, no, why are you stammering if you don't have the power? You have the power, you're a bad liar.
I don't, I promise.
Claire is reading straight into my soul. I don't know what it is because I haven't had a single conversation with her this game, but she is already pinning me out, and I do not like that.
Claire, that was a pretty big accusation. Does anyone have anything to say about that? Does anyone co-sign with Claire?
He seems like he'd be pretty good at math. He seems like a smart girl. I wouldn't be surprised.
It does kind of add up that it could be him.
Someone did bring up that he is a math major, so I think Claire was right on it.
I think he just grabbed the bag and went for the power.
Either he's literally horrible at telling the truth or he has the power. So I know he has the power.
I personally would like to accuse Joe just because he looked too excited at the start of a math competition. And I feel like I personally was grateful that you kept it on a third grade level as well. Anthony, I really appreciate that personally. But yeah, Joe just looked a little excited. So I'm going to throw that accusation out.
I mean, I'm flattered. Someone would think that I could have won that. As much as I'd like to say that I was excited that there was math, I don't know if you could. Bimbo is over my head. There was no way in hell that was going to happen. Wow.
I'll say that, like, just for, like, I mean, having the cars have been so great, but, like, there's still, like, just that other half of, like, the team that you just, like, do not get to know or don't get to talk to. So it's really interesting going into this. And same thing with the powers, who knows? Like, I didn't get to talk to everyone. I didn't get to talk to you, Claire.
Sorry, I just think you're really smart. And when you didn't have a safety, it just didn't make sense to me. So that's why I think you have a power. It's not because I think you
I was going for it, but I didn't get there first.
I thought he had a good excuse of, no, I was going for the power, but I didn't get it. But I don't believe that. I think he has it. Or I think maybe Claire has it.
Anthony, can we ask a question to another contestant?
Sure. This is your elimination ceremony. So do with it what you want. I'm just here to guide.
So I came into this competition wanting to be subtle, wanting to be kind, and just wanting to stay in the background, at least for the first few eliminations. However, this first elimination ceremony pops up, and I cannot keep my mouth shut. Owen, why do you think you're in trouble tonight?
Based on a lot of the people I met with, they said they wanted a man to go home, and they said they wanted a straight man to go home, and apparently they thought that was me. They were mistaken.
That's what you get for wearing a t-shirt.
Oh,
at least look nice. It's the premiere episode.
I mean, bold to say. What do you want me to wear, Matt? We're in a pandemic. Do you want me to go put on my tuxedo for the Zoom call? What have you got on? A dusty flannel? I mean, that's not a personal attack. It's just a fact. I mean, sure. Most of the people I've talked with have said my name was thrown out in almost every group. So that is why I'm concerned. I did hear your name thrown out a bit too, though.
Thank you.
Just to let you know.
Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, and if you don't get voted off, you should wear that wig for the next game.
Or if you do get voted off, you can be like a Brock ally and just have a little cameo with the wig every episode.
And I get that referenced because I watch Drag Race because I'm gay.
Guess that makes me gay too.
Well, on that note, I think it's time for the vote. If I call your name, keep your video on. If I don't call your name, please turn your video off. Joe, Owen, Callie, please leave your videos on. Everyone else, please turn off your video.
Oh no, they're gonna send me home first.
I'm not surprised to be in the bottom 3. I definitely saw it coming
So the three of you were the only three to receive votes tonight. Joe, you can turn off your video.
Even if you are targeting me, it was weird that I got a vote because it was like clearly not gonna happen.
I decided to vote for Joe in the end.
Obviously, I did end up voting for Joe, and I think I was the only one that did. And I'm probably going to continue to do that to fuck with him until he's actually voted out.
Great. So Callie and Owen, it's between the two of you.
My heart is pounding. I can't go home.
And it was a tie.
I knew this was going to happen. I figured it would end in a tie somehow. It wouldn't just be easy that I just am totally safe.
So we will now do a revote. Owen and Callie, you will not be eligible to vote. Everyone else will recast their vote. You can only vote for Owen or Callie. The revotes are in and they are tallied. And we have another tie.
Oh my God.
Which, if you remember the rules from the beginning, means Owen and Callie, you are now safe, and everyone else will be put on a wheel for random elimination. If you claimed safety earlier, you are safe.
I can't believe this is happening in the first round.
Everyone who's not safe, including me, will be put on a wheel that will be spun at random. Whoever it lands on is going home tonight. It really could be any of us.
Owen and Callie are both safe, and 5 other people are safe. It narrows it down hugely.
It's just so savage to have it come down to a computer-generated wheel.
At this point, it doesn't matter what I've said to save myself. It doesn't matter the people who want me in this competition. I'm on the chopping block.
Like, this is the end. Like, I knew I was gonna get out by some stupid thing, and it was gonna be the wheel that got me out.
This changes the game.
That means Jasmine, Andy, Andres, Noah, and Anna, you are all safe. You will not be put on the wheel. Everyone else will be on the wheel. So if your name is still on the wheel, keep your video on, and if it's not, turn it off. We have Sebastian, Tegan, Wendy, Ayana, CJ, Claire, Joe, Matt, and Sarah. Good luck, everyone.
My heart is racing.
No, please, not this.
Please, please, please land on Matt.
I'm gonna go home. I have the worst luck ever.
The wheel's going around. I honestly think it's gonna land on Ayana.
My name is about to be hit.
Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras. Dead ass.
Sorry.
No.
You have been eliminated from the competition.
Take it back. Oh my God.
No.
What? I am shocked. I am so disappointed. And it doesn't help that it like shoots out confetti around your name as if you're supposed to be happy about it. I cannot believe that of all people, the wheel landed on me. Take it back. Take it back. Thank you all for this opportunity. I really enjoyed my time with you all. I truly hope to Owen and Callie, you better take this opportunity and fucking crush it. Okay, I consider myself a sacrificial lamb, and thus I'm putting the onus on you two to kill it for the rest of this season. Thank you all. I've enjoyed my time.
No. I volunteer.
No, none of that. None of that. None of that.
CJ, you put up a good fight, but it's time for you to flight.
I'm leaving the competition and I am so disappointed. I am not the type of person who would go home first. I have a pretty good social game, so I definitely would have been able to keep myself in for a few more rounds. So this is just really disappointing. Like I said to Owen and Callie, I've basically sacrificed myself for you, so you two better kill it in this game.
I'm gonna miss CJ dearly, but better her than me.
My good Judy CJ went home, and that destroyed me.
I'm completely heartbroken. I don't know her well, but we had such a great conversation and I was getting amazing energy off of her.
I'm really pissed. Just like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, CJ is a phenomenal player. It's just like fucking crazy that this is just chance. This was because of a fucking wig.
I wouldn't want to be Owen and Callie coming into next week because they really got lucky and everyone knows that now.
We put 2 people on the table to be eliminated. They weren't eliminated, so they know that we're out for them.
I'm running a dangerous road right now, and I know like after this elimination, I need to just talk to Claire and talk to her about this power and her calling me out.
So after the night's over, Sebastian messages me and he says, "Why'd you have to come at me like that, LMAO?" And I said, "Sebastian, it's because you have the power, don't you? You can tell me. I won't tell anyone, I promise."
If I don't say anything now, she is going to walk away, convince other people that I could be a potential threat. I just need to make sure that I get her on my good side.
Sebastian and I have a history of him being a slithering little snake. I wouldn't say we have a love-hate relationship. It's more like love and then his confusion at me being very aggressive to him. So then he says to me, "You're too smart. Don't tell anyone for real. I have the power, but I don't know what it is." And that's weird because how would he not know what it is? I just don't believe that there would be a power that you would win something and you would have to wait to see what it is. So basically, I'm very sus of like Sebastian, more so even than when I publicly called him out. I was mostly just trying to scare him, but now I think he's fucking with me, and I don't like that. So
I think there's a chance that we could be a really good team duo if we wanted to. We could even fictionize a rivalry between the two of us moving forward. I want to see what she's interested in.
So it's a lot of mixed emotions because I'm really relieved I'm safe because I think this is going to be a great competition and people don't know what they did to me by trying to vote me out twice. I'm planning on trying to tread lightly around Owen, but I definitely want to try to get us on the same side. People really have it out for me and Owen, and I think the only way around that is to stick together. So I'm really hoping that Owen will accept my invitation to form some kind of alliance. I'm really interested to see where that friendship alliance can go from here and see if we can shake some things up.
CJ, thank you so much for playing this game. Unfortunately, you have been eliminated. But what if I told you you had one more chance in this competition?
I would be very excited to hear more.